welcome back, guys. I am Roxanne, and this is Growing Wild Farm and Garden. Thank you for joining me. And I wanted to explain the hiatus for the last 2 weeks. Because if you don't know, if you don't live around here, if you don't live in the United States specifically, we have Thanksgiving. It's the third Thursday of the month of November, I think. Fourth Thursday? I think it's the third Thursday. And so the last 2 weeks, I was not feeling good. I got a cold. It was not COVID. I checked. I had a test. Totally negative. Was not COVID. But I had this weird cold, and I wasn't feeling awesome. And so I just decided, between distance learning at my kids' school that they put in place the week before Thanksgiving break, me not feeling well, Thanksgiving coming up, I took a little hiatus, and I'm sorry. But, life gets in the way sometimes, and I'm all about living life and enjoying it with my family. So I'm sorry if you missed anything, but here I am to catch you up on what we've been doing here at the farm the last couple of weeks. So it's actually going to freeze, like hard freeze. Like it's supposed to get 25 at some point. So I'm going to pick everything in preparation because I don't think that my microclimate is going to be good enough to last through that. I'm almost certain it's going to freeze like for sure. So the tomatoes are coming off. I have a bunch to grab and some bell peppers, it looks like, that I'll grab too. And any of the cherry tomatoes left over, I'm gonna be harvesting a whole bunch of stuff because I want to save whatever I can save. That's what I'm going to be doing. It's cold outside. It's in the 40s. You can see my poor, sad tomato plants. All wilty. The peppers. I didn't even collect all the peppers. Honestly, I'm just not a spicy pepper lover, guys. I picked a few and I just decided, to me, it wasn't worth it. I probably won't grow anymore. You can see all the tomatoes all gone. There's my cone pepper, I can't remember what it's, Gatherer's gold pepper, the Sugar Rush peach pepper, my bell pepper that volunteered itself, my lemon dolce, lemon drop peppers. They're all dead. Way back there's the other AG dolce and AG Pilange that I pulled, but I don't know. I think as gardeners, we all have the best of intentions. We're like, yeah, I'm going to grow this, and I'm going to do this stuff with it, and I'm going to make a relish, and I'm going to make it this and a that. And I really thought I was going to make pepper jelly, and I haven't done it yet. And I've pulled peppers throughout the season thinking I was going to do this, and I still haven't done this. So, you just saw the table that we had out here, and you may have even seen the gambrel hook that's sitting up in our tree, because we have been trying to hunt the 3-acre property that is part of our family member's property, and we've had no luck. However, we have loving family members that are my uncle has a lot of areas that he's able to hunt in, a couple of leases and just various family members that let him hunt, and he's much older than me, so he's much better at hunting than I am. And he got us a deer, and this year we decided to process it ourselves. So we hung it up in our tree and we skinned and processed that thing. We at least quartered it last night, and we started processing it, breaking it down into roasts and things, and packaging it up for the freezer. So that's what I was doing last night and the day before. God, that took forever. I'm still learning, so I calculated it up, and I know a lot of you hunters that are out there do a ton better job than I did, but it took us about 3 hours to skin that thing and quarter that thing, because I had to stop in between and watch a couple YouTube videos to be sure that I knew where to make my cuts, which I'm not afraid to say that. I gotta learn somehow. And my uncle doesn't process his own, so this was a learning experience. I'm not afraid of it. I don't mind it. This is where our food comes from. So we still need to process the rest of the meat into packageable things. And luckily, it's been really cold outside. It's not even, I don't remember how cold it's supposed to stay, but it's in the 40s, and it was in the 30s or 20s last night, and so everything's been sort of saran wrapped and thrown in the garage where it's nice and cold, and I'm chilling out there until I can get to it. So that's been one of the things that we've been doing. I'll also show you a video real quick. Of us getting the deer property ready, and we've got a camera out there and we've got a feeder, and we've been trying to hunt there. We set up a deer stand in the last couple weeks. I've gone out there personally a couple times and have seen no deer, although I spooked some up, and we're just, man, this year we're just not having any luck this year. But okay, so that's the end of the deer hunting thing if you're more interested in the gardening stuff. So on to the garden and things we're working on in the garden. All right, so this is the corn patch, and we have put horse manure, and one of my planters has like moved over there. There's horse manure all over it to age over the winter. I have shredded some paper and added it in as well. This is something I do for the compost normally, so this doesn't change anything. And you can see the old corn stalks and other things that I've sort of been just adding as we go. And then over here on our compost, we have leaves. All the leaves I could ever want, probably at least for another year. Well, I can't even say year. I know this stuff is gonna really smush down, but we've been gathering all kinds of stuff. This year I've decided to really try hard at getting a lot of compost, because of all the barrels that I have and the moving that we're going to be doing. We've decided we're going to put horse manure, because we have a couple of sources actually for horse manure, and we are going to move some of these barrels that I've talked about to you guys before, changing this whole area up, because we're going to try and get a storage building in. So let's look at that again. So over here where we currently have this trellis and these back, this area pretty much, we want to put in a good size storage building, at least an 8x10, but I really think I want a 10x10 or a 10x12, which is quite sizable. And so we're going to be taking those barrels and starting, you can see we've started a new line that will come straight here all the way, and then over here we're gonna have a double line so that I can walk on this side of them. I can walk here and I can walk here and get on both sides. And currently we're filling these. I've already filled these with leaves and just start the composting process. I've also got some sticks. You can see I've started putting some compost in there, and I'm just gonna fill this up as best I can. I'm thinking with this, because if you know, I mean, everybody knows circles. So I have a circle here, circle here, circle here. I'm gonna have, yeah, did you like that English? Circle here, circle here, circle here. If I put another circle here, there's gonna be a blank space. So I've been thinking about that, and I'm thinking I might put dirt there. I don't know how that'll work out. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll just put hay or something to keep the air, but either way it'll be an insulating area regardless. I just haven't quite decided, but we're gonna go all the way across up to here, up to where the other garden comes up. So that's quite a bit more space still, and I'm gonna try and keep as much over here, because we've decided that to grow a year's worth of food, which is ultimately what we would really like, that's our goal, is to grow a year's worth of food, of things that we eat at least. I can't say a year's actual worth of food, but the vegetables and fruits that we like to eat, I would like to grow a year's worth. We need more space. We need the space even that we're taking away for the storage building, but we're in suburbia, and I have a small child that I don't want to take all this yard, okay? I want my kid to be able to enjoy the yard, and I want to be able to entertain if I want to and have people come over. So I can't take up the whole yard with my garden. And so I've got to be smart with the things that I do. So at least I can grow some things until we can get to our bigger plot of land that we would like. You know, depending on how long we stay here, if we end up here and the kiddo is long gone, you know, maybe I'll take up the whole yard. I don't know. Who knows? It's an ongoing, evolving project. There's Kitty, sleeping because she's so old. But that's all I had for you today, guys. We've been decorating for Christmas, shopping for Christmas, getting ready to enjoy the holidays. I hope you guys have had happy holidays, even with COVID going on. I still hope that you guys have been able to spend time with family and friends, whether it's through video, through in-person contact because you live with them, or whatever that looks like for you. I am not judging. I just hope that everybody can stay healthy. That's my big thing. Anyway, guys, until next time, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, great weekend, and as Luther would say, we'll see you next time on Growing Wild Farm and Garden. Bye, guys.